All right. So just all right, so I'm just going to speak about quantum healing hypnosis and my other lifetimes that I saw in one of my sessions. So far, I've had 2 sessions on myself, and they were incredible. I received so much healing. So in one of the sessions that I had, I'm just going to speak about some of the other lifetimes. And again, some of them are pretty out there, so if you're having a hard time believing some of these things, I'm also kind of very, very skeptical of this, although I do feel in my heart that this is definitely something that is very coherent with my picture of reality at this time. So I'll just speak about the first lifetime that I saw for myself in one of the sessions. So I was on another planet. I didn't really receive any information whether or not this planet is within this galaxy or if it's in another galaxy. All that I saw was humanoid looking beings with blue feathers. So these were some kind of bird people, if you will, and it was a very peaceful planet. They were very connected with the forest. These people lived amongst the trees. The lifetime and the scenes that I was exploring anyways, was at a point in their development that they were advanced enough spiritually to create with pure consciousness. So people would gather in a circle and come together when they wanted to create a home, let's say, and everyone would focus their intention, and whether or not that they would use certain crystals. I also saw something like that, so they would amplify their intention with the crystals, and so that was very interesting to see something like that. Another scene that I saw in that lifetime was in an amphitheater where there was various light beings, and it seemed like a portal to different places in our galaxy, in this universe. So that was really interesting. I also wanted to say that when the practitioner said to go to your death scene, there was no really, it was kind of like a transition, like the being just kind of went to some kind of higher plane of existence. So it wasn't really like there was an end for that being. It just kind of continued on doing other things. That was really interesting, and I wanted to note that. So that was the first lifetime that I saw. Another lifetime that I viewed was a galactic lifetime. So that was really interesting. It seemed like we were on a ship, a starship, and there was so many different beings there, and they all looked so different. It was incredibly high energy, just connecting with that space. And so there were beings who were sending energy to planet Earth, and that was really interesting. So that it was something that's happening simultaneously as we speak. So again, something that's really crazy to think if that's actually the case. But that is something that I was seeing. So a simultaneous lifetime outside of the planet, just viewing it from that starship and sending energy to Earth at this time for the ascension. So that was really interesting. And so that was number 2. So after that, went to another lifetime, and this one was more of a light being. And the light being would create and design plants. So that was really interesting. In this lifetime on planet Earth, I love plants. I actually, in my location where I live, I actually learned all of the different plants of the forest. So it's no coincidence really that one of the other aspects, fractals, of my multidimensional self actually is kind of part of like a design team for plants. And then what ended up happening in that, again, another simultaneous lifetime, was that I was actually bringing these plants to other planets and using, again, consciousness to seed these plants. And so that was something that was also very interesting. It seemed like they were doing something with capsules. It was very interesting. There was like an array of capsules, and the capsules, as I would touch them, they would distribute with this like golden light, and the golden light would distribute the seeds throughout this area that I was on any planet. So that's another very interesting lifetime. So let's see. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. QHHT is very, very powerful healing modality. Usually if you have a session, they will take you to 3 lifetimes. In this session, I definitely went to more, which is okay. You can go to as many as you can fit into the time frame that you have the session for. Another aspect of quantum healing is actually connecting with your higher self and asking for guidance. So for me, I was really interested in if there was anything else I could be doing at this time for the planet, and for the ascension. And some of the guidance that came through was that actually making crystal grids on specific energetic points and doing almost like ley line attunements. I'm sure if you're well versed in this kind of like ascension community already, you're probably well aware of the different energetic points on the grid, and just kind of providing like an attunement and channeling some energy to those points. So that was some suggestions for me, something that I could do to assist. They also suggested with the crystals that you can use your consciousness to send light and extend that light from source through the crystal grid, amplifying that energy, that intention of love, and then sending that energy to the planet. And what was also said is that you can use sound, so singing bowls, tuning forks, things like that, that really harmonize the space. And while the sound, while you're moving that energy, that sound energy, and using your singing bowls and tuning forks, with your consciousness, send that energy. So that was some guidance that came through, and I just wanted to share that as well. So like I said, quantum healing is really powerful. Let me know if any of you have some interesting stories from anything that you're picking up currently. I know the energies are pretty powerful with Lionsgate and all these new things opening up for us. So let me know what you think. Thank you.